Yeah, I'm sorry to hear you lost your wife.
Like if I was to say like what sort of levels would I be in, of course like all of us, no matter what gender, has both feminine and masculine energy. I feel like I do skew more towards the masculine energy.
That is genius. Not her with the fruit loop.
I'm applying for a job. Today is November 28th, 2023. Planning some things for the upcoming year. It's crazy. It feels like the year is already over. I mean, it kind of is. Like, it's 4 weeks from it. But the title is Digital Events That You Can Control. I'm really breaking free from the overthinking, the overplanning, the overanalyzing. But those are the things that help me, though. So it's like I'm also just acknowledging the person that I am and letting me be that person, but realizing that there's so many things I can't control. And I'm reminded by that when I look back at things. And I look back, well, first of all, I'm constantly looking back at my notes, listening to my voice memos. I'm headed up to a gallery in Seattle by dear friends too, like the iconic Vivian Phillips and incredible Jasmine Scott. Okay, if y'all not into, like, I'm putting y'all on game. Okay, like whenever y'all ever do come to Seattle, y'all gonna know all the places to go. Okay, and the number one top spot, Art Noire. Constantly going back and reflecting. I feel like that's where I learned the most. And when I look back at some of the shit I wrote, I was like, girl, one, you don't even want that no more. Like, that's not even, like, you in a whole different space than that. But now I realize where the anxiety comes in is because I'm trying to plan out something. I have things so tightly ducked in a row that if one domino falls or drops, it just throws off the whole thing. So this whole time I'm waiting on this one event to be perfect in this, and this event is contingent upon this event, and then this is connected to this event, which is circle back to that other event. So it's like, girl, you got this shit too interlinked. Okay,
I mean, it comes around as much as you need to, like if for any visioning you want to do.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking, like if you have like a sort of floor map thing, but even with this grid system, it's kind of really good for me to see this.
Yeah.
To even know that they can go on an angle like this is pretty amazing. Wow, this is huge. How much square feet you think this is?
I gotta pull that up.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Oh, I love this. Oh, and you can put something in the pillar. Hey, you made it work. Look at the Black Panther. Wow, this is beautiful. And I love seeing red dots. Okay?
Yes.
It's real.
Yeah.
You got so much stuff. So many of your objective goals are contingent upon things that are outside of your control. So that's not even a good model. Having like tangible objective goals that are within my control and actions that I can take. I mean, even when it comes down to making paintings or like creating, or when I have my work in like more shows or whatever, I can't control what gallery I'm accepted to, what art call I'm accepted to, what grant I get or award I get. What I can control is how many paintings I make. Like how much am I creating? How often am I going to the studio? How much creating am I doing to build up my portfolio? And so that's what I'm really working towards, and not even when it comes down to YouTube, like, oh, I want to get this many subscribers. I can't control that. Like I can't control who like clicks the button. What I can control is how many uploads I make per week. So that's really what I want to focus on. But the other thing that I'm realizing when it comes down to these yearly plans, man, I'm just, girl, you really having a whole revelation right now. And I really am. Like, the stuff I was doing before was so counterintuitive. It was so counterproductive to the goals that I was trying to reach, you know? So now, one, I'm in the place of even opening myself up to, one, receive help, and two, being in a position to receive that help. You know, like at first it kind of takes a mental state to be like, okay, cool. Like I want to receive help. Like, okay, if somebody wants to help me do this, cool. Let me be open to that mentally, you know? But then also putting yourself in a position to receive help. You know, if that's like putting out links or calling somebody or like having a certain thing, you know, there's so many sort of structures that we can put in place that can also like block people from helping us, or maybe people think like, oh, you got it, like you always been got it, like, oh, Erin be out here doing the most, she always gonna show up, like she good, she don't need no help. Like, no, sometimes like we all need help, you know what I mean? Check on the strong friend, you know? And I just
It's around here, so the way it looks in here right now will not be the way it looks in here.
Well, and it looks great. Okay, these are the candles that you're saying. Oh, created by blessed and thankful. Oh, I love this. Look at the spiced fall. Very nice. Very nice. Which one?
This girl, she just walked over and
Oh,
smells
you are getting. It literally does. That is genius. Not her with the Fruit Loops. Oh, I love it. Okay.
I think so. It's like it can be difficult when there's a perception that you always gonna be okay. It's like, how do you put yourself in the position to receive help? But then when I think about that, I'm like, okay, is that, it's like, I'm not trying, like, I don't want to perform as this like helpless being, because like I'm not, like I'm a get mine, okay? I'm a be all right, okay? You know, but no. So I think it's not even about that. I think it's well, it all comes back down to energy. You know, it all comes down to energy and just being in that space of attraction and like opening things up, you know. And I'm definitely a person of action. Like I take so much action. When I think of it, like if I was to say like what sort of levels would I be in, of course, like all of us, no matter what gender, has both feminine and masculine energy. I feel like I do skew more towards the masculine energy.
Hold on, she feeling herself like, wait, did she just slay the workout? The workout got slayed. No, had a great time. Here, like, y'all, you know, every day I'm learning something new about me, and not even new. Here's my thing. You know how people be like, go hard, discipline, like focus, go. Okay, maybe just me, okay? Because I be listening to like David Goggins.
The psychology of savagery.
And E.T. the Hip.
You are not relentless.
Masculine energy, you know. But no, but that resonates with me though, because sometimes I be like, come on, girl, like stop. Like, you know, like I don't like all that like little baby shit, like stop. Come on. It's time, it's like it's about to go time, you know. But I'm learning the importance of balance, okay? So my issue isn't discipline. Like I feel like I'm a very disciplined person, and I can almost go past the point of discipline and be, what is the word?
Savagery.
Maybe obsessive. That actually might be a good word. I'm probably obsessive, okay, with certain things. So I have to make sure that I'm balancing being disciplined and focused, but also giving myself grace and understanding the importance of rest. I know for me, I need to remember the importance of recovery, letting them joints rest, letting them knees rest. It's really a balance. And so what I'm learning is also curate the type of information that you listening to, you know? And so it's like, if I'm somebody who doesn't lack discipline, if I'm somebody who actually lacks grace, then maybe the more people you should be listening to is, I love Louise Hay, y'all. Like Louise Hay, like every morning. And Louise Hay, my babe. I feel like I say that all the time because it's so true. I got this meditation. She be like, good morning. Redefining. Like, she just talks so sweet, and she'd be like, I love you. Like, she's just like so sweet and kind and gentle, and she just like reminds me to love my inner child. And she's just like, yeah, I feel like I have Louise Hay voice in my mind whenever I'm giving myself grace. And then I got like, you know, David Goggins when I'm like, oh, it's go time, you know, like when. So I got both in my mind, you know, and I think both are important. And so now I'm just trying to find the balance of it, because your girl is getting back to go time. Like, girl, you didn't play key long enough, girl. The month pandemic is over, okay? Quarantine is over. It's time for you to game time. And I'm really trying to get back on my whole workout game, and let's do it. She's sweaty. Oh, she's sweaty, but she's cute. Okay.
Gee, I'm sorry to hear you lost your wife. My sympathies. Thank you, Rob said, then repeated the old line. I miss her a lot. The guys were together. It's been years. Half a year now. It took each one year to be.
I just don't have boundaries. Actually, no, I used to. I feel like I'm so much better now. I used to not have boundaries with myself in regards to letting myself lean more into that feminine energy, because it's so important to have those rest periods, to have those periods of slowing down a little bit, you know? And so when I think about being in the position, like putting myself in the position to receive, you know, this kind of makes me think about Andy. So Andy always opens the door for me. He's just like the sweetest, right? And so, but early in our relationship, like years ago, I mean, like I'm just about to open my door. Like it wasn't like, oh, I wasn't used to a man. It was like, no, I'm just like, I'm going through the door. I'm about to open my door, you know? And so he's like, no, I got it. Okay. You know, it's like, cool. So he would like open the door. And so now I'm just so used to him opening the door that even when he's like further behind me, I'll kind of just like stand in front of the door and kind of like wait a little bit for him to come around and like open the door, you know? So like that, what makes me think about being in the position to receive, you know, like sometimes we can be so quick to take action, so much in our max and so much like, come on, grind, let's do it. Like, I'm just about to open the door, you know, but I'm realizing even allowing myself to rest more, allowing myself to have a little bit more of a balance of those energies, sometimes that is slowing down a little bit, and maybe even putting myself in the position to receive is like waiting a little bit too, you know, like not having, I'm just writing this stuff down and I'm like, girl, like leave some buffers in the calendar, you know, like leave some buffers in the calendar for those unexpected moments, that like surprise email that'll come like, hey, can you come paint this? Can you be a part of this? I'm applying for a job. Why are you laughing? Like, what's wrong with that? Nothing, okay? It feels weird because I've been self-employed for the past 7 years. I haven't had an employer. I don't even like the idea of it, but I do like the idea of learning, and that's really what it's about for me. Just got the phone with a dear friend, but super excited because I have a solo show coming up. Did I tell y'all? Man, love jazz at Art Noire. Love T-Dub. Okay, shout out to Takia. She's an incredible artist out here in Seattle who recently just opened up her brand new custom sneaker dry cleaning services business. Okay, like I think it's like the first ever, okay? Like she's just iconic and she's doing iconic things out in Seattle, and yeah, it's just like super dope seeing what she's growing. For real. Oh, it's giving Renaissance.
Yeah, fully.
Did you go to the concert? Oh, it was crazy. I was there. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
These are so perfect. It feels really good, and it feels really motivated and inspiring to have an upcoming show. Like I'm gonna be sharing some pieces that like a lot of people haven't seen, and some of the pieces that I've been working on can finally have a home and can finally just be visible to the public, you know. Now sure, I've been sharing some stuff on Instagram and like on YouTube here, but like nothing beats seeing them details in person. Like nothing beats the experience, and so I'm really excited about that. Leave space. I was so used to packing the calendar out, because being a sort of independent, not sort of, that's what I am. Being what I am, which is a self-represented independent artist, there was so much that was, I had to organize something. I had to orchestrate. I had to go to the markets and the pop-ups and the festivals and set my canopy tent up and do all the different things. There was so much that was on my plate personally that I felt like things wouldn't move unless I moved. And so now I'm just learning a little bit more of a balance with that and continuing to take action, because I think you can't reap where you don't sow. You can't reap where you don't sow. And I feel like people out here wanna reap but haven't sowed seeds. You know, that's not how the law works. Like, the law is written. It says what it says. You know, you gotta put the seeds in the ground. Okay, you gotta put this in. No matter what sort of hocus pocus you think you about to do, you gotta put them seeds in the ground. Period. You know, so I'm gonna keep putting the seeds in the ground, but I'm gonna continue to look around to my community to help me source the water to help it grow. You know, like, I don't have to like find all the water. Like, I don't have to like bleed myself dry to like drain my body of blood to give water to this seed so that it can grow. You know, there's an abundant source of water, I guess, this analogy.